Hi, I'm Zanny, and today we'll be taking a look at cells, infusions, and the system that's structured around them. This is orientated more so for newer players, but you might learn something even if you're a veteran. Let's get to it. From an early point in the game, Slayers gain access to cells, objects that can be socketed into armor and weapons that provide unique effects, often shaping your playstyle in dramatic ways. They can be removed at any time, provided you have the notes to do so, and are not consumed upon use. Meaning that, if you have access to cells, you can use this feature at any time, and you definitely should in the early stages of the game. The power advantage granted from cells helps smooth the initial difficulty of some of the early game's toughest hunts, and gives you the upper hand in an otherwise daunting fight. Cells can be acquired from cores, containers that are opened at various core breakers located in Ramsgate. The primary core breaker is located just beside Cat Sorrel, shaped like a shrine. I highly recommend watching RevvyRad's video on cores and how to acquire them. It's a very insightful video and offers some useful tips on optimizing your core farming. Revvy's a cool dude, and I'm glad to have him as a friend. Moving on, there are 5 different types of cells in the game: defense cells, power cells, mobility cells, technique cells, and utility cells. Each represent different aspects of gameplay, and each provide benefits that suit their namesake. For example, in the defense category, you're likely to find cells that bolster your resistance to the damage incurred by being lit ablaze, while the utility category focuses on boosting things such as the generation of your lantern charge, or how fast you resuscitate fallen slayers. The rarity of a cell is denoted by its color, and its strength is indicated by a number representing its rank. The higher the total rank, the more potent the cell's effect becomes, with the strength maxing out at a cumulative rank of +6. For example, look at this Shrike chest. It naturally comes with a +1 conditioning infusion as well as an open mobility slot. If you were to infuse a +1 conditioning cell into this chest, the new total would come up to +2 conditioning, therefore enhancing the effect. The system is admittedly pretty simple, but the game doesn't really go into great lengths outlining this gameplay element to newer players. Currently, the most favorable and sought-after cells are power cells, as most of their offensive benefits scale very well at all stages of the game. Some of the most powerful are Rage Hunter, Rage, and Overpower. There are a few exceptions to this, such as in the case of Pike, where Savagery is often sought after for builds centered around their primary wounding mechanic, or in the case of the newly introduced Predator cell, which grants a damage buff so long as you're not struck in combat and falls under the Technique category. One of the best ways to get the most out of your cells is to wear armor that shares the infusions of your cells. Going back to the Shrike chest example, I was able to achieve +2 conditioning by just wearing the chest itself, and then infusing it with an additional +1 cell. Things like this will be very important the further you progress, as armor plays a more critical part in supplementing your future builds near the endgame, and having this knowledge early on will make that experience just that much smoother. That's going to wrap it up for this video. As I mentioned before, I wanted to make this video to help introduce newer players to a part of the game that isn't made entirely apparent through quests and general gameplay. Hopefully you found this information useful, or at the very least entertaining. Before we go, I wanted to get out some important information regarding myself and my channel. I'd greatly appreciate if you took the time to hear me out. I won't take that long, I promise. As you may already know, I was not accepted as a Dauntless partner. But that isn't going to stop me from creating content with the same level of passion, care, and integrity that I've maintained throughout my steady growth as a content creator. If anything, being denied only emboldens my desire to improve, to leave a lasting impression on the Dauntless community at large. But I need your help in expanding my reach. Share my videos with your friends who play Dauntless, or even to people who have a fleeting interest in playing a game with massive potential. Help me grow this community and help me shape something incredible out of it. That's all I ask. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the love you guys have given me so far, and who knows? With enough support, we could forge an incredible legacy here. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more Dauntless related content, and follow me on social media. I hope you all have a great day. And take care.